Adidas seems to be struggling to deal with the loss of the West partnership, as Yeezy accounted for around 7% of Adidas sales last year. Adidas announced that it would take a $247 million hit to its profits as a result. Ye's departure, a move set to erase half the group's 2022 earnings. Adidas severed its long-term mega deal worth $1.5 billion, according to Forbes, with former hip-hop billionaire Kanye West in protest to West making statements online and in interviews that were deemed anti-Semitic. But now the German sneaker giant is stuck with Yeezy sneakers worth more than $500 million. Adidas announced that it would try to sell the items under its own brand name to reduce potential losses, according to reports, but that idea has not sat well with investors. What's going on, everybody? Good morning. You are listening to another episode of the Black Man Into the Wild podcast. I'm blessed to be here with you all today, and as always, I'm blessed to have you here with me as well. Welcome to 2023. Before we get started, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share with your friends if you like what you hear. Also, you can listen and download each episode of the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're streaming right now on all major digital streaming platforms, including Amazon Audible and iHeartRadio. I appreciate your support. All right, let's jump right into these stories. Now, I'm not sure if you've had a chance to see the video I did yet reviewing those Adidas AdiFOM Q shoes. Surprisingly, it's actually one of my best performing videos on the channel. I'll put the link in the description down below if you want to check that out. That being said, I thought that this story would be fitting for a follow-up to that video and to start today's podcast. Yeezy was one Adidas franchise that was unaffected by the 2019 slowdown. It was the only product moving, said one person with direct knowledge of the matter. Adidas, however, says this was not true, pointing out that it was generating double-digit growth in categories such as fitness and basketball. Like all partnerships, Yeezy was frequently reviewed in a formal risk management process, yet in 2019, the company ramped up marketing and boosted supply in markets such as South America and the Middle East. Adidas doubled down on the brand, which at the time only accounted for about 3% of sales. So I'm curious, what do people think will happen with Ye? Do we think it's over for him? Have we witnessed the downfall of a genius? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Now, let's keep it in the realm of hip-hop, and I can't believe I skipped talking about this story last year. Snoop Dogg released first metaverse music video with House I Built. Thanks to his track House I Built, new Death Row Records owner Snoop Dogg has released the first ever virtual music video produced in the Sandbox metaverse. Today in the Sandbox, Snoop Dogg is building the Snoopverse, a place where his avatar can perform exclusive concerts only accessible to his fans. Snoop's new first-of-its-kind metaverse music video, House I Built, provides a tangible example today, but there's more coming very soon. Now listen to this. Within the same year of venturing into the metaverse, Snoop Dogg says Death Row Records has made $40 million. Now the serial entrepreneur says he's ready for the label to have a strong presence in countries across the world. And it doesn't stop at music videos. There are concerts happening in the metaverse too. Let me show you this. It says here, Meta's Notorious B.I.G. VR concert to feature hyper-realistic avatar of the late rapper. This is from Variety. The Notorious B.I.G., 25 years after his death, was resurrected as a true-to-life, hyper-realistic avatar in a virtual reality concert on Meta's VR and Facebook platforms. Produced in collaboration with the Notorious B.I.G. estate, the concert featured Biggie's avatar performing classics from his catalog and leading fans on a VR experience in Meta's Horizon World's virtual recreation of 90s Brooklyn. The Notorious B.I.G., whose real name is Christopher Wallace, was murdered in 1997 at the age of 24. Meta's VR concert was billed as a celebration of Biggie's 50th birthday. The Notorious B.I.G. Sky's the Limit, a VR concert experience, premiered December 16th, exclusively in the venue section of Meta Horizon Worlds and on MetaQuest TV, which is accessible with a MetaQuest 2 or MetaQuest Pro virtual reality headset. Now, if you don't have a Quest VR device, you could have watched the 2D version of the concert on the official Notorious B.I.G. Facebook page. In the VR experience, it says here, audiences were able to follow a day in the life of Biggie through a narrative journey written and voiced by writer and music journalist Torre. The concert apparently featured guest performances from Sean Diddy Combs, The Lox, Lotto, Nardo Wick, and Lil C's, as well as a special set from DJ Clark Kent. Mark Pitts, Biggie's manager and president of RCA Records, said, "It's amazing to create new content for Big. The world was robbed of an opportunity to watch Biggie grow and evolve as an artist. The wonder of Web3 is that it gives us an opportunity to celebrate his music with visuals that Biggie never got to make." For Meta, it's the latest VR entertainment investment by the internet giant to try and realize CEO Mark Zuckerberg's vision of the metaverse as the purported successor to today's social networks. The concert was produced by Gunpowder and Sky, whose CEO Van Tolfer formed the production company after nearly 3 decades at MTV. The iteration of Biggie that performed was created by Hyperreal, a digital tech company that is powering high-fidelity, emotionally real digital twins of celebrities, as well as creating immersive virtual environments using VFX technology. In fact, several celebrities, including Paul McCartney and Madison Beer, have used Hyperreal to turn their likeness into virtual characters and extend the parameters of their career as the world becomes increasingly digital. Now, Meta wants people to use VR for more than just playing video games and going to virtual concerts, of course. Meta is partnering with Microsoft as it tries to get more people to use virtual reality for work. Microsoft products such as video conferencing tool Microsoft Teams are coming to the Quest 2, along with the suite of tools available in Microsoft Windows 365. The company said it's also adding more features to Horizon Workrooms, where people can get together with their colleagues in a virtual meeting room. In 2023, for example, Meta says you'll be able to join Horizon Workrooms via video conferencing service Zoom. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of the Black Man Into the Wild podcast. Have a great day.